Oh yeah, that's your problem right there.
So this is what I'm going to be using to try to repair this line. I've got cutters. These are some tubing cutters that make a real nice clean cut, so hopefully I can get those in there and get a cut done. I have the holder for the brake lines from my brake line tool, and I found that this is about the right size to clamp onto that line. Now normally you would use this whole setup to clamp a line and then crimp an end into it, but I'm not going to be using that. I don't think I can get that in to help me at all. There's not a lot of space. Heat gun. I've got the heat gun with a little curly attachment to help wrap the heat around, so hopefully I can get that nylon line in there. Heat this up, and then with it heated up and this holding the line, I'm going to try to insert some new quick fittings. These are an ID6 type, which apparently is what this line was meant for. So I'm going to try to insert a line like this guy on one end, and then this female on the other end. And basically I'm going to make a splice for the leaking section by putting in these two quick release fittings there. So we'll see how this goes. There's not a lot of space to work under there, so hopefully I can get in and show you what I'm doing. This steel fitting has rusted and swelled and has split the nylon line here where it's expanded from the rust. So I'm trying to cut it about here and about here using my cutters. You can see I've already pulled back the padding on this side a decent way so I can get to it, and now I need to do the same over here, trying not to cut my fingers or the nylon line. Let's see if I... Nope, didn't succeed. Alright, well, we'll cut that back some more. And now I'll try to get in with my cutters. This is hard to do working around the camera. Now that I got it cut. So let's see. Pull that padding back. Let's see if we can get a nice view of it here. There. And come on, focus. Come on, focus. There. You see, that makes a nice clean cut, and it's pretty easy to get up in there. So I've got two cleaned up ends. Now I need to try to heat them up and press a fitting way up under here where it's hard to work. So the goal now is to get this inserted into there. And that inner part does fit right into that tube. But wow, let's get that focus. That's got a lot of expansion to do to slip up over this. This is supposed to be the right size, but I don't know. I don't know if I'll be able to get enough heat to do that. Maybe the line gets really soft when it's hot. I can do that, but the goal will be to do that there and this one over here so I can plug them in together. Just, boy, that's a lot to do. Alternative would be for me to slip some just fuel hose over this and try to clamp it down without crushing the nylon. Or find some sort of brass hose barb locally that would do this. Well, let me try the heat. Alright. It's difficult to reach up. There's my clamp over it, so that should be good and tight. And then I need to put the clamp back far enough that I can heat the end and still be able to get that slid on. So that should be good there. Now the way I'm going to hold this is with this pair of needle nose. Okay, kind of got that held. You can still push it through, so I need to tighten that up, but this is not as tight as I'm going to need it for clamping it. It's also covered in diesel at the moment. Yeah, it's still... Alright. It's maybe more than I need to heat up. Now, I'll be getting my heat gun in here. I'm sure I'll be getting this metal hot and I'll burn myself. And let's see. This is got a fair bit of diesel on it, so hopefully it's well lubed up. Let me see if I can find a little grease to put on that so I know that won't be an issue. So, it's hot. It is a little softer. Alright, I see it's starting to deform a little now. Ooh. Okay, yeah, I got that soft. Really soft. Too soft. Shit. And I burned my finger. Wow. Alright. And now it's okay. Well, that did not work. Trim it and try again, I guess. Yeah, even that I got distorted a little bit.
Alright, I didn't set up to take a video of this because I need to get in here and actually work. Here's that clamp block for the brake line I was talking about. I ended up taping it together so it wasn't falling apart. Slid it on, got the clamp on it, got this up on. I have to put this on and get this everywhere so that I can get the clamp on after the caulk gun's up in place. And then I used a 13 mil. And basically that 13 mil was able to push on this male piece, and it just pushed it right on in, no heat involved or anything. So boy, that was the ticket. And I pushed it as far as I could go before it bottomed out against the die. Then I moved the die back and I tried to push it some more and it didn't want to go. So I think I'm happy with that much. I couldn't really go more than a few millimeters anyway, so we'll call that good. Now I got to do the other one, which is the female gender.
So I had to do this other side several times. I started off trying to press it in like I did on the left side of the line, and it split, as you can see in this picture. I had to do this, I think, twice, cut it back, and then try again before I was finally able to press in the barbed fitting and get it to look nice.
All right, final version. Ended up with a bit of rubber hose and using 2 sets of quick couplers to make a splice. I found that the barbed end that went in here and over here was slightly smaller on the end, so it was easier to get started, easier to press in. And then this one is a little bit bigger on the end. It doesn't get started as easy. So I was trying to keep my genders matched, and I ended up splitting some and having to cut it back, and I was having issues. So by the time that I had done that a few times, and with what I did on both sides, I've cut out a little bit. So I just ended up doing it the easy way. The male bit on this one, the barb, was easier to get in, and then did a rubber clamp, or a rubber hose with clamps on 2 quick connects for that center section. So I don't know, it went all right. First time doing it, learned a little bit about it, but hard place to work on, old plastic, not the easiest thing to have to deal with. So fuel pump just ran pressurized. I don't see any leaks. We'll go start it up. All right, engine running. Ignore the water dripping down. That was really annoying. I don't see any fresh drips coming out. I need to spray it down with some degreaser and look for anything fresh because everything's just oily and wet right now, but no drips at the moment.